What's up, everybody? This is Wildborn Kennels. I want to give a shout out to everybody out there. Right now, I'm just chilling right now, but I wanted to touch on some little topics that's going on right now. One thing I would really like people to really understand is to appreciate how much time and effort that people put inside their dogs. I don't understand, man. I mean, I sit back, I watch, and I observe. I just don't understand where all the hate and all the jealousy really come from. I think it's just more of people don't have the understanding of other people's situations and struggles. And they tend to take other people's situations and struggles and they turn it into their like reality show. You know what I mean? Like, we living in a world right now where we can't understand one another's accomplishments. Only thing that we see is when we see somebody else trying to accomplish something, the only thing that we see is ourselves and what we do as ourselves. And if it's not towards our standards, then we have to judge another person of what they do. I mean, listen, man, I'm just going to be honest with you. There was times where we all started somewhere in life where somebody had it better, or you seemed like somebody had it better. And because of the fact that that person had it better, or you seen that person had it better, you felt like you have to get to that route. Like, I have to get to that. I have to motivate myself to get what that next person has. And I feel like with this whole bully gang situation, we're not really trying to drive to help one another. We're too busy in competition. We too busy with our ego. And I have been sitting back, I have watching, I've been learning, I've been studying. I mean, some of y'all have really offered some of the best advice. Some of y'all have offered new things that I've experienced. Like here at Wildborn Kennels, we are all focused on all natural organic products and nutrients and things that can better our dogs to push the organs of our dog, the strength of our dog, the mindset. I mean, we focusing on everything here like that on Wildborn Kennels. But what I do understand is that we have to start somewhere. And where we start somewhere is going to determine of where we're going to end. And most people are not understanding that. Everybody does not have thousands of dollars to put up for a dog. And I do agree with some of y'all. Like, some of y'all will say, well, if you can't afford the dog, you don't need to do with it. Yes, be patient. I mean, patience is one of the most important things of success. If people don't understand that, it takes time. You just can't build a dog overnight. You just can't, get a dog and all of a sudden this dog just gonna be just this badass dog overnight. It don't work like that. It takes a lot of work, promotion. It takes, a lot of marketing. It takes a lot of planning, studying, doing a couple of researching just to get your dog to where it's at. And then some people do follow other people's plans, like, or programs. But it's not about hate. It's never going to be about hate. What we do here and what y'all do is beautiful. I mean, for people that's really putting their effort in and really out here trying to do right by these dogs and really trying to get the best breed of these dogs, because some of these dogs are being bred unhealthy. Like me, for a good example, I have all types of dogs on my yard. Bullies, exotic bullies, micros, pockets, extreme. I got champion bloodlines. I mean, I do. But I'm not really in the public with that because, my main focus is to create the most beautiful, most healthiest, the most strongest dog. And being able to give these dogs to beautiful homes where people can be able to raise these puppies and they are happy and satisfied for what they're doing, So I'm just here to motivate y'all and give y'all a real understanding that we got to start doing better. I'm telling you, my point of view from me getting into the bully game and getting myself out there, and I just have experienced some real bad habits, and there's no need for us to be hating. I mean, we're supposed to be bettering ourselves. I mean, we have people that looks up to us. We have people that has advice. I mean, I didn't have people that pulled up on me that's older than me. I'm 30 years old. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't have people pulled up on me older than me asking me advice and appreciate the advice. What I understand is that the first thing that you have to understand about your dogs and people who's breeding dogs is the health level of the dogs. You have to make sure that your dogs are in clean environment. I get up at 7 o'clock, sometimes 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm out there with my dogs, scrubbing, cleaning kennels, making sure that their water changed, making sure that they're getting fed, making sure that, you know, they have the proper nutrients or the medicine that is needed. If I go out there and I see them affected or I see them get bitten, that is my responsibility to take care of those dogs. And I have told people this plenty of times, and people don't understand. If you're just in the business for breeding dogs for money, then you're nothing but a slave owner. And understand that. If you're in the dogs, just breeding dogs for money, and you don't have no interest of taking care of these dogs, you're nothing but a slave owner. And understand that, because because you don't understand the civilization of these animals and they don't look like you or they don't relate to you, and you out here and you're doing what you're doing and you're not properly taking care of these dogs, you care less about these dogs, but you so anxious to jump up and spend and promote when you got these puppies, you're nothing but a slave owner. And that is, you have to look at it like that, because that's what it is. Care for these dogs. Appreciate everything that you do for these dogs. I mean, you're giving back to nature when you're taking care of these dogs. You're treating these dogs like they're your family. You know what I mean? So I really want y'all to really be very understanding about that. You know, don't feel bad because one thing happens to another, and most people really don't understand what's really going on. But I'm gonna give y'all a great understanding. Appreciate what you do. Respect what you do. Work hard for what you do. And teach other people to work hard just like you. That's how we get the message out. That's how we allow one another to grow. We teach one another. You know, each one teach one. That's very important. You know, you don't buy a Cadillac with you don't go buy a Rolls Royce with Cadillac money, because you might have the money to buy the Rolls Royce, but you don't have the money to keep up the Rolls Royce. So understand that you must have the understanding of what breeding is about, and it's really about teamwork, unity, and motivation. And motivate those who who are not educated in this. If there's a lot of people that's not educated. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, y'all taught me a lot of things. I'm just congratulating everybody out there in D-Line. People that's giving them motivations. I mean, y'all have taught me everything. Y'all have taught me about the hate that comes with the game. Y'all done taught me the motivation that comes with the game. Y'all done taught me the desires, the fantasy side that people have with this game. Y'all have taught me so much to know what is the most important thing. And what I learned is the most important thing is to be out here working hard, doing what you're doing, love what you're doing, motivating yourself, and motivating others to be successful. That's what it's about. There should be no reason why anybody should be hating on another individual or feel envious of another individual. And where do that come from? That comes from jealousy. And why is it coming from jealousy? You can beat jealousy by motivating. You can beat envious by motivating. See, I have talked and communicated and dealt with jealousy people, and I have turned jealousy people around, because what I have learned is, it's not the fact that they hate you, it's the fact they have a lack of knowledge. And they want your fame. But guess what? It's not about fame. Fame comes with success. That's all that is. And everybody wants to be famous. Everybody wants something to happen as quick as overnight, and that's impossible. You know what I mean? You can be better. You can help people motivate themselves in a lot of ways by not allowing yourself to stoop that low and degrade another individual because they have a lack of knowledge and don't understand the game. The game is, understand, it started with Terry. I mean, not even just Terry. I mean, you have Bull Massive. We know what the breed is. I mean, come on. You really think that Terry Pit Bulls are not mixed breeded. You think that Bulldogs are not mixed breeded, or English Bulldogs or Frenchly or Bulldogs. We know what that is. I mean, we don't even have to get into that understanding. But what we do have to get into is stop putting people down because y'all feel that y'all have the better dogs. Because guess what? There's always going to be a bad motherfucker out there. There's always going to be a bad motherfucker out there that has badass dogs. And there's always going to be dislikes and likes. That means that everybody don't like your type of dog. And ain't no everybody. I like dogs. Period. Point blank. I don't care what they are. They can have Down syndrome. I like dogs. I love animals. And that's why I'm in the game. I'm in the game. Not only do I love animals, just dogs, I love animals, period. But dogs is more of my speed and you know, me growing and learning. Because, you know, my first experience with dogs when I was little, my dad raised wolves, real wolves. You know what I mean? And he have sold them off to Hell Angels in the mountains and a couple of friends in the local area. So, you know, in North Carolina, you know, that's what I grew up in. I always had dogs, German Shepherds, Dobermans, Bull Masters, Bulldogs, English Bulldogs. I didn't always had so many dogs, you know, Pastor Canario, Cane Corsos. So I have experienced all types of dogs growing up. Experiencing different types of ways of taking care. Like there's old school methods. Like for a good example, a lot of y'all out here putting these chemicals on your dogs, but the only thing that we use for the dogs and their chemicals as far as on fleas, hold on, I'm gonna show you. This is all we use. This is all we use for the dog fleas, okay? This has always worked and have always continued to work. We take that, we put a whole bunch of that in a mason glass with warm water. We pour it all over them. We scrub them down with our nails and everything, and we get them a good wash down, and that's kill fleas. Now, to keep the fleas off of you, get you a blender. Because these are people that can't, like, you know, trying to keep up with a $20, $30 freaking product. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, we do use this outside. People who knows we do use this. It does work great. But, to be honest with you, we use this too. You know? This stuff works great. All natural. Okay? But, let me show you what else we use. Did you moved it? Well, she probably moved it. But what else we use is that we take oranges, lemon, and lime, and we blend that up in a blender, and we take a strainer and we pull that inside a spray bottle, and we add a little bit of vinegar, and we spray our dog with that, and that completely kills all different types of bugs. Like they hate the smell. They hate the smell of that, you know, and lemongrass is great. They hate the smell of that. So we spray that. It keeps ticks, fleas, flies, everything off the dog. It doesn't cost much. There's old school methods. Another thing that we do is that it's simple. We wash the dog down with bleach. And a lot of people say, well, that is a good thing, because when you get a wingworm, you put bleach, you kill bleach with wingworms. So we spray our dogs, when we wash them down with bleach. And that kills all the bacteria and the wingworms and anything that can possibly come. Because, you know, if you outside and you sleep and your dog is in a kennel, you know, and they stepping around, they pee in that kennel, you know, you're not always able to get out there every second. So, you know, there's times that you have walked outside and your dog that stepped in the kennel and their urine and their feces, and, you know, it still has bacteria there. And some of y'all don't go out there and just, oh, my dog got stepped in footsies and pee, so you want to go change it. That's not what y'all do. Y'all just go out there and y'all spray it down, y'all spray it, but that doesn't kill the bacteria. So we have, this is what we use, and it's good. I keep it real. I keep it honest with you. We use this. This is what we have. Get something like this and pull a little bit of vinegar in there and some bleach, and go out there and constantly spray your dog down. Just keep your dog sprayed down. You know, and what this would do is this would keep all the bacteria, the feces, anything that can cause an infection on the dog. It completely cleans and keep your dog. You'll be very surprised, like the coat, the type of the shine that the coat keeps up, and the marks and the bite marks, how fast that stuff clean up. I mean, I learned that from an old school head, you know. So I'm learning. You know, I'm learning different things. And another thing, don't listen. All that deworming and stuff that y'all talking about and stuff, listen, go to the old school method. At the end of the year, I do a detox. I do a detox for my body, and a lot of y'all might know, a lot of y'all might. But I drink 16 ounces of pure olive oil. And I suck on a lemon to prevent myself from throwing up. But I don't eat anything. I don't feed myself anything. And between that process, what I do is I wait for 24 hours. And at 24 hours, I have to drink that 16 ounces. It's the same thing that you can do to a dog. You know, if you can put it in your body, you can put it in their body. And what it does is it pulls all the hookworms and the worms, and if they have any worms or anything or bacteria or any like clog up, it pushes all that stuff up out of them. And then after that, what you do is you kind of go out there, you feed them the natural greens and stuff like that, and get them, you know, naturally pushing that stuff out. But we focus on a lot of the natural things, because what we have learned with my production off of Mafia is that, you know, from the fish oil, giving him like real fish oil, feeding him fish, and rice and sweet potatoes and things like that we put in, we noticed that Mafia don't break out. And I don't think Mafia never even went to a vet. He never been to a vet, have you? Mafia never been to a vet. So that lets me know that natural products, I mean, just the herbs and the natural things alone definitely helps, and it prevents you from going to the vet. And a lot of y'all talk about vaccine and rabies shots and all this other stuff. Okay, cool, but I'm gonna explain something to you about the whole vaccine and the rabies thing. I think that the vaccine thing is BS. I think a lot of y'all need to start doing a little researching on the vaccine. If your dog is healthy, you keep your dogs in healthy environments. And, you know, you don't want to always just take your dog around people like this, you know, especially when it's your dog. I mean, if you're doing it for the shows, understand, but if it's family, you just don't want to expose your dog to a whole lot of people, period. You know, you want to have that type of respect where there's a boundary. I like my dogs because my dogs let people know, you know, hey, give me some space. You know, give me some space. Don't come close to him, or don't come over here. And I like that in my dog. But then my dogs are not overly aggressive. They're not offensive. Like, you know, they're not always out to attack or destroy people and everything. Like, if I'm with my dog, people can't pet my dog if I say so and things like that. But if you're just walking up on me and stuff like that, my dog is not going to allow that to happen. And you know, we miss some of the most beautiful characteristics of these dogs and animals, man. I love them. I love them. And I love everything about it. I love their personality. I love the character that they develop. And not all of them have the same character. I really look at them kind of like humans, you know, like when they growing up in a society, people are forgetting that you're raising your dog on a human society, you know, where it's more social, more, you know, integrated and things like that. It's not like the world. It's not like your dog can just get out there and run freely. So your dog eventually starts to adapt to your lifestyle. You know, your dog, you know, something you might be eating something and the dog want to eat something. So these are certain things that you want to do. You want to put your dog away when you're eating, or you want to keep your dog away from you when you're eating, so the dog know boundaries. But there's a lot of different characters that comes with these dogs. There's a lot of different personalities. There's a lot of health issues that can occur if you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? What's that stuff that you put in the puppy's water? Huh? Honey. Okay, so my wife put honey in the puppy's water, and honey is a very good solution for the dog. Another thing that I do, I want to show y'all what I put in the dog, because if the dog is living outside, you want to build the best of the dog immune system. And if a lot of people don't know about this, this is very good stuff for your dog. This is honey pollen. We put about 2 teaspoons of this in the dog food. And what this does, it helps keep and build up a strong immune system. So this is what we use here to build up our dog immune system. So that way, if they're going to be outside, you don't have to worry about them having a weak immune system, because it helps their immune system very, very well, you know. So I want to help y'all understand that. And then we use what we got, you know, pure honey with the honeycomb in it. Sometimes I might break this off for them. You know, stuff like that. We use all natural organic rice. We use grass-fed meat, you know, and things like that. So I just want to give y'all a real good understanding of different things that we use, you know, for our dogs and how we help our dogs. It doesn't cost that much. I think that most people get caught up in financially in the situation of with the dogs, because they get caught up in the hype. Understand this, you don't have to like get caught up in the hype. I done seen people bring some beautiful dogs around me. I'll be like, hey man, what do you feed that dog? And they would tell me, oh man, he just had pizza last night. You know, so I was like, okay, well that explains it all, don't it? But you know, it don't cost that much to take care of a dog. It really don't. Honestly, I have about 20 dogs in the yard. You know, all of them are healthy. Not every one of them get out every day, but I make sure they get out enough. I usually let them out, you know, about an hour or two, you know, and stuff. Let them run the yard and do what they do, and you know, develop their character. But we definitely. We seriously take these babies serious, you know. Another solution I want to show y'all. This is what I use to clean out the kennels. I want to share some things with y'all. This is some very good stuff that I use to keep the kennels clean. We use this. It works very well. I mean, it kills bacterias. And you know, and stings and anything, odor, all that stuff. Like it really cleans the kennels real good. So I use this you know, I go out there and use this, and I clean the kennels off real good. Another good thing I want to show y'all that gives y'all another good advice is let me see. I want to show y'all what I use to kill in my yard. Okay, so this is the master stuff, y'all. This is what I use to kill in my yard. Okay, this stuff is if y'all don't know what it is, I'm gonna give y'all a good understanding what this is. Okay, so this right here, I've been using this for about 2 years. I spray this in my yard one time, usually honestly once a year. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, killed every mosquito in my yard. Every mosquito in my yard. Flies, bugs, anything, kills it in my yard instantly. So my dogs are able to move around freely and not have to worry about getting bitten. Now, once in a blue moon, you know, we might go out there and spray them down, and you know, and things like that. And you know, we forgot to go out there and spray them down. They might get bit by a fly or something like that. But most of the time, you know, I spray that around their kennels. I spray it inside their kennels, over their kennels, around their kennels, and in a lot of like high bushes or tree limbs and things like that. And that stuff really kills everything in my yard. I know a lot of y'all have different methods, but I tell y'all gotta get that stuff. Y'all be very grateful of it. But you know, like I said, man, I have a good connections and things that I got going on with myself. I have a lot of blessings going on with me and things like that. you know, when we sell our puppies and stuff, you know, we offer certain things, you know, for people, you know, when they these come in packages deals and things with the puppies and stuff. I have a connection and solution to that. You know, we have a few things that we offer people here. You know, we got a whole list of things. I mean, here at Wild Born Kennels, we just not a kennel business. We want to give people beautiful things, you know, and relate. We have I have some things that some of y'all might be interested in too. And my wife, she kind of puts a lot of this stuff up. I was trying to show y'all some things. See, we have all this stuff. If you have a female, for future reference, we give you, you know, if you come and you purchase a female puppy, we usually give people this stuff like that, and you know, have all that stuff ready and stuff, and you get the leashes and things like that. We give y'all stuff like that. You know, we give away stuff like this. I mean, if y'all know anything like this is like a $81 thing, but we give people stuff like that away. You know, little nice things, man. You know, things that helps people. Frisbees, Kong toys, you know, fetch balls, things like that. I just want to show y'all, man, you know, how we operate here at Wild Born Kennels. We give people, you know, stuff like this in a pack, you know, nail files, you know, all this come in a pack, dog food, treats, you know, give them little stuff like that, you know, that they can have and play with their dogs. You know, probably put something a little special in a dog. Well, you know, like right here, this is like K9 shade sunglasses. So, you know, I have these things, and you know, we got Halloween costumes for the dogs, and things like that. We also give people, like if we see that the puppy that we sell y'all might have a little anxiety and things like that, we give away y'all stuff like this for free to go with your dog. You know, we offer things that people need, you know, little ointments and stuff, and then we have like a bunch of these little costumes, you know, that you can put on or whatever you want to do with your dog. I want to share something very unique with y'all here. We have a lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff. My wife kind of puts a lot of this stuff up to keep everything organized. So we offer a lot of different gifts and things. You know, we got fetch toys for people. You know, you put the ball in there and, you know, you throw the ball to fetch. As you can see, we have a lot of this stuff, costumes, frisbees. I mean, these are just giveaways, man. This is us, you know, people come and purchase our dogs, you know, we give them stuff like this, you know, people that, you know, we give them, got a whole bunch of stuff like this, we just give them a bunch of things. Another thing that we do, we have a lot of stuff, is this stuff right here. Basically what you do is, you take this right here, and you put a ball in there, and you clip it onto your phone, and when you're trying to take a picture of the dog is looking at the ball, so you're able to properly take a picture of the dog. So we also selling these. If y'all interested in that, inbox me. We do have the costumes going right now for like real cheap. But this is like a very unique thing that we have going on right now. Okay. So this is what we offering. You put the ball in here, and you kind of clamp it on the top of your phone, and you hold it up, get the dog's attention. You put the ball on there, and you show the dog the ball, and he's just looking at the ball the whole time while you're taking a picture, so you'll be able to get a perfect picture. So for a good example, I can show y'all. So basically, this is how it looks. Okay, so you just clip it on your phone, which is the clip piece right here, and you get the dog's attention, so you're able to take a picture of the dog without him turning his head. So for those who interested in that, hit me up. We do have a few of these going right now. But you know, we usually give them away with our puppies and stuff as a gift. So I'm gonna let y'all know that. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I gave y'all a few things that y'all can learn. This is Wild Boys Kennels. We're definitely interested in getting to know new things. We keep on doing our research. So I just want to give y'all a few messages. Yeah, we do offer a lot of gifts. I mean, a gift bag with people when they purchase our puppies and things like that, or you know, and stuff like that. But you know, y'all take the time out, do your thing the way that you do your thing. I'm proud that a lot of y'all out here are really working hard and doing what y'all doing, and you know, y'all motivating me, motivating others. But remember, spread the love. Don't hate on people. Don't dislike what people do. If you see something wrong, give people advice. It's the way to change the game. You know what I mean? This is Wild Boy Kennels. I want to give y'all a great opportunity to get to know us and who we about. I want to show y'all a bunch of different things, and if y'all have any advice, please inbox me. You know, show me some different things. I'm willing to learn a lot of different things. I'm not saying that I'll go with your program, but what I'm saying is that I am open-minded. But if you need any questions or you have any offers, we're located here in Atlanta, Georgia, and you know, we trying to grow. I mean, we're trying to do things on a whole different level. You know, we're really trying to turn Wild Boy Kennels into a multi-billion-dollar business. Not just breeding, not just puppies, just material merchandise all year round. You know, so we're trying to do some great things. And remember, if you motivate yourself, you work hard, you keep driving, it doesn't matter. Remember this. A wise man once told me, 1,000 people will tell you not to do something, but you know, you listen to the ones who tell you to do it. Motivation doesn't just come from an idea, you know. It also comes from an action. It also comes with footwork. You have to be able to put in the footwork to be successful. So I want everybody to know that we're motivated and we're putting in a lot of feet work. And it's not even about money. Stop worrying about money. Money is not so important. Money is not so important. A lot of y'all might say money is important. Currency can die anytime. Money is not important. Motivation, the success. When that comes, then money comes with motivation and success. You take the opportunity, you get out there, you work hard, you will gain a lot of success. You'll meet successful people. And that's what we're doing here at Wild Boy Kennels. We only looking to be successful and deal with successful people. And we will willing to motivate and help and give advice to anybody that needs it. We're not out here trying to put nobody down. So everybody, Wild Boy Kennels wanted to show the love. Thanks, D-Line, and everybody for showing the love. Peace and love, always.